Alright, so back on this Cobra, what I'm going to do here, the original Clarifier circuitry has been disabled. So all the circuitry here for the TX offset has all been removed, so the VR is gone, a couple of resistors here are gone, that was there's gone, and that diode there is also gone. I don't want to take all of them out, I need to take out one part really to disable it. You have to do is take out the VR or that diode, it would have done the job anyway. So I took out all those parts. I'm going to re-establish all those, and then run a wire straight here to the voltage regulator over here to the clarifier. So I just got that one constant supply going to it. So I've got to enable all this circuitry here, well, which is all just here, and move this wire, rewire the clarifier back up to the way it's supposed to be, which could be a little bit interesting, but we'll do it nonetheless. Alright, so the negative for the clarifier comes from over here, which is from R175, and I believe it's this wire just here. Let's have a little look. I'm trying to determine where it is, but I think it's that one. I mean, either way, there's a wire here which has been cut, so it goes somewhere. Let's just have a look. Yes, 175. So that's the 0 volt supply for the clarifier. I might leave that off just to increase the clarifier range. I might keep it as it is, going straight to negative. Just gives it slightly more clarifier range. I think I'll do that. No harm in that. And looking a bit closer, you can actually see here's the other end of that wire. So there's a wire which has been cut, and there's the other end of it which has been tied straight to this can. So yeah, I'll just leave it as it is, I think. So the 8 volt RX only supply comes from this pink wire here. So R44 has been disconnected, which is like a biasing for the clarifier to center it. And it's this wire here, which I noted earlier is just flapping around over here. So that's the 8 volt RX, which has got to go to clarifier. So all else you could do is take this red wire here off, which is that constant supply which has been added on, and put this wire back on and restuff all those components, and that should then work. So we'll get on with that and try and prop this up and stuff so I can actually see what I'm doing, hopefully. I'll come back. Right, so I've got the radio propped up so I can work on it. Now I've got to put this back in against the indicator. Let's put that back in. Now finish playing around the front panel. Can actually do that. Now let's get this out. It's this one here, this wire, this red wire here. If I can get onto it. Alright. I'll strip some of this off so I can get into it. Try and get in here, move these wires a bit more, hopefully. Try and flush some fresh solder on there. Wire's not taking solder very well, but it's on okay, I think. Good enough. Just take this wire back off over here. Now the one of the resistors has got the leg cut off rather than desoldered, so it's actually just over here. So I need to get that out. So let's start putting some parts in. Now, do these one first. Diode, that's nice and easy to figure out. I've got the parts lined up just here in value. So that's 100 ohms, 2.2, 8.2. Well, sorry, 2.7, 8.2. And I'll go to the diagram in another section of the video and show you what those parts were and what they do. So this is D51 I'm putting in. Is it D51? Sorry, D75 I'm putting in. Okay. So this is a silicon switch diode. 1N4148 is what I'm using. Okay, so that's in there. Now, R44 is the 8.2, which is this one here. Which is what goes in there. Got to flux all this as well, but that's right. Scroll over on the screen, hold on a second. So R187 is a 2.7K. One's a bit corroded, just get a bit of a scrape just to help it slightly. So 187 is there. And this one here is a 100 ohm, which is 186. So 188, which goes there. Make sure I've got it right. Yeah, 188. And here is a 5K preset pot. Use a bit of cleaning up as well, actually. Old parts sitting around. So there's some flux on this one, I think. I actually need to restock on these 5K presets. I'm not sure I've got many left. Right. Let's use some of this stuff. So the flux pin. Might need a bit more strength on it. Yeah, plenty of flux. Here we go. Right. We should put a syringe tip on this. Right. This is going to get smelly, so let's put the fan on. Okay, I think that's all good. Okay, that's looking okay. So I think in theory that should now be restored back to factory configuration and will hopefully work. I'll find out shortly. Okay, so here's the circuit diagram for the Cobra 148GTL PC412, as you can see here. And now the parts I've had to restore in order to recover the Clarifier function to be back to factory standard is R44, which is just here, which is like a biasing for the pot to center it. Okay, and over here we have D75. I have to restore that. VR5, I have to restore that. R187 and R188. Okay, so those are the parts I had to refit in order to restore the Clarifier function. It is working. I've already tested it. I'm just going through the calibration part now, but I'm not going to bother videoing that. So yeah, that's working again now. It's back to standard, and so I thought I'd show you where on the circuit diagram these parts are. So why they did so many changes in order to do that modification, I don't know. To be honest, it doesn't make a lot of sense why I took so many parts out. All they had to take out was the 75 and taking off this wire, this 8-volt feed from that side. Oh, it's only 8-volt feed, and going to a constant 8-volt feed, and that would have probably been enough. But anyway, that's what they did, so it's fine. R144 maybe might give slightly more range, but yeah, not really necessary. So that when I took all those parts out, I don't know, it seemed it was overkill, you know. Anyway, that's it. And yeah, radio's pretty